That's right, family. We black again. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Soon said he kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. This Sunday, March the 12th, is going down 2 p.m. Did the ancient African scientists graph the other races? This is a very powerful live stream. Is the story of Yakub true? We're going to be looking at the eugenics program that's going on right now. People look at a lot of these, they look at these mythologies and don't see the truth of the science. That's involved in the parable, and they throw all the they throw away the truth with the parable. The parable wasn't meant to be true. It was only used as a means to teach. And so people see, oh, but Yakub is true. No, not true. But the science of grafting is true. You see what I'm saying? And so, and it's going on today at a sickening pace, and that you don't even realize that it's happening to you. And like many, in times before, didn't know it was happening to them, like they were sterilizing, a lot of people, and they didn't even know they was being sterilized. And so you better understand that there's some very sick things going on in science and medicine today. So you better tune in to this one. It's going to be all powerful, family. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Soon Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts and hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry. We got jewelry for the kings and the queens. We got jewelry from West Africa, East Africa. We got some very hard and fly pieces for your family. You got to check us out. As a matter of fact, at this time, we got 20% off. We got 20% off. So check us out and make sure you copy some. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and I forgot about the holistic tonics and remedies. And we also got home decor, family. KingSeti.com. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com. Seti University. Over 900 video presentations on African history, heritage, black nation building, black power, politics and economics, mental warfare. We got all that. Advanced African academics developing the black nation one lesson at a time. Get on over there, get your behind in class, and get started today. That's right, family. And of course, General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube. I just dropped a powerful one last night. You understand? Preview of the upcoming live stream on this Sunday. You see what I'm saying? Where I dealt with Hitler and Yakub. You see where Hitler himself had a grafting program where he was trying to graft, a superior race, or the Aryan race, blonde, blue-eyed, and certain height, and this, that, and the third. So he went into grafting. You understand? Eliminating certain aspects of the population, deeming it undesirable, and so on and so forth. So you don't understand that eugenics is a grafting program. So a lot of people be focused on Yakub saying that couldn't be true, and you don't understand that it wasn't necessarily meant to be true as far as the character, but the science is for sure real. You see what I'm saying? And it's happening, and very well could be happening to you right now. Could be happening to you right now. That's why I say keep these people out your body. Okay. Okay, I didn't told you now. Keep these people out your body. All right, make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General Seti, King Seti, Sarah Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You'll be up out of here forever. Okay, ain't no coming back. All right. Let's get it, family. Now, and this is coming, what's happening, with the kidnapping of some of our family, down there in Mexico. You see, and and that's why I'm so for, what I'm saying, the wall. You see, I am for the wall. You see, I am for it. It need to go up. Yes, it do. You understand what I'm saying? You know, why shouldn't it go up? You know, wait a minute. Let me get that up here. Why shouldn't it go up? It should goddamn go up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got these, you know, you imagine, you know, right there across the border, and you got cartels, and you understand what I'm saying? You got all these sick motherfuckers down there warring and shit. You see what I'm saying? And you know, committing. You can see what they're doing to their own people. You see what I'm saying? You can see what they're doing to their own goddamn people. And so why in the fuck would we allow? You understand what I'm saying? That type of savage type of individual to come across, and especially, you know, when I think about, you know, I think about first and foremost, you know, the minds of these motherfuckers and how they, a lot of them, you know, in order to get initiated, you see what I'm saying, into these groups. You understand? Some of them, your initiation is to kill a black person. You see, you know, to kill a black person. And so, you know, you got these sick-minded motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, and I was watching one documentary, you know, and this was a long time ago, where they actually murdered a young black girl. You understand? They had, you know, I don't know if it was just her and her mama, and moved into the wrong neighborhood, and they killed the girl, you know, right there in the driveway. I say, man, how in the fuck could you niggas be out there banging on one another like that? And you got these sick motherfuckers out here. They don't give a goddamn. They say somebody black. You see what I'm saying? So they don't give a goddamn what color you nigga you got on. They don't give a fuck what hat you got. They don't give a fuck what city you represent. Long as your ass black. You understand what I'm saying? They attack, you know, an innocent black baby. And that should have banded niggas together at that. But you know what? Niggas is so confused, you understand, about some shit that ain't gonna bring no prosperity. Just all it do is divide the energy, divide our ability, you understand, for conquest. And we should be conquering our communities, and we shouldn't hold no bones about that. You see what I'm saying? We look all around, even, you know, whether it's the police, whether it's this gang or that gang, it's our own people. You see what I'm saying? And so you see who most vulnerable is the black woman, and the black child, and the elders. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, the soldiers is too busy warring with each other. You see what I'm saying? And so when I talk about this wall, you understand what I'm saying? I think, you know, primarily on that, you know, on that that population right there, you know, dealing with the black woman, the black child, and the black elderly. You see what I'm saying? Because they ain't got no damn help. You niggas don't want to do shit. You understand? All you niggas want to do is get high. Y'all niggas want to just get on IG and motherfucking pop, you know, and pop motherfucking pills and shit, and so on and so forth, and you know, and make rap songs about taking niggas out and this, that, and the third. Niggas don't want to band together and take their economics and build major corporations and let their people be the driving force of those corporations, and so that they can empower themselves and their people. You see what I'm saying? And allow their people to empower them to even a greater degree. And so that when, you know, being a rich black entertainer, or somebody that you got a people that respect you and look at you as, you know, with high regard and high respect, because you give back to your community. And so, you know, that's, you know, one hand washes the other. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do that. But we don't have that agenda today. You see, so we have a very vulnerable, you know, segment of our society as black people, with the women, and because they already vulnerable. And so when you thinking about, you know, these savage ass motherfuckers coming across this border, you understand, and also taking from us. You see, we don't understand. That's a grave threat to black people. You see, and I'm gonna just say that just like that. You understand what I'm saying? They say they was a motherfucker. We built this shit. Now, you know, I'm gonna just say it just like that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you know what? We got to get bossy about our shit. You real talk. You know, I don't want to hear nothing. You know, that's why when it come down to the get down, reparations will be given out by black people. We're going to give ourselves some goddamn reparations. When we repair our mind and repair our spirit and understand the teachings of Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark, and when we say these motherfuckers the fuck up out our neighborhood, that's when that's gonna be an immediate repair. You see what I'm saying? You know, these motherfuckers, they disrespect you. They you know, and like I say, I understand what we do. That's in-house. We gonna deal with that. Okay? You know, that's in-house. You see, that's in-house. But you know, when another motherfucker outside the house, now me and my brother might get into it. We might have some words, but that's my brother. You understand what I'm saying? Now, them same words that I had, and I have to have them with you, the outcome could be totally different. You see what I'm saying? Now, me and my brother, we got room to have a disagreement. You know, I'm just gonna be, that's in-house. We got room to have that disagreement. Now, if that same disagreement is with a nigga outside the house, the outcome could be totally different. Okay? And more likely will be totally different. So don't say, oh, what we doing? Yeah, we understand that. We're going to deal with that. That's in-house. You understand what I'm saying? But when you start talking about out, you know what I'm saying? That's something totally different. That's got to be addressed, even though both of them are serious. That one got to be addressed totally different. You see what I'm saying? You know, nonetheless, it must be addressed totally different. So when the motherfucker get to talking about they're going to do this, that, and the third to our people, we should address that immediately. You understand what I'm saying? And in unity. You understand what I'm saying? You know, when you got motherfucking Europeans, they disagree about certain shit. They don't all ride with the U.S. You see what I'm saying? They don't all ride with the U.S. You know, you got Britain. They don't always ride with Britain and certain shit. But usually, when they get ready to say, you know what? It's going down. It's about to go down. We about to go jump on these motherfuckers. 9 times out of 10, at that point, they're going to come together. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know if the U.S. saying U.S. and Britain go over there, they're going to get all the money. They're going to realign the situation as far as sovereignty and everything if they don't take their ass over there. See, a lot of them learn by, and I hate to say that, by looking at Africa. When they went in there and chopped Africa up, a lot of them didn't get in there and get their hands in there with like the other greedy crackers. They didn't get in there like that. And so you got certain groups like the Germans and shit. It took them a long time to, you know, and so they went down there late in the game and tried to get them some colonies. You know, when Italy went to Italy, when they went to Ethiopia, you understand, late in the game trying to get a colony. You see what I'm saying? So now when they see a war and a major war about to go down, they usually jump on board because they want a piece of the pie. You see what I'm saying? If they know that they're going to go anyway, with or without their ass, they're going to ride. You see, one way or another, even if they ain't, you know, if they ain't up front about their collaboration, they'll be behind the scenes. You understand? On some collaboration. You see? And so that's how it got to be. You know what I'm saying? We can't come together for nothing. Yeah, nigga, even if we got a disagreement, but it should not be, you know, these beefs is old. And you niggas is deteriorating more and more and more. It just see it, and it shows. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, black men have been long. You see what I'm saying? From establishing a brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? To lead and fighting amongst themselves has been the biggest point of weakness in our bloodline. You see what I'm saying? We can look at everybody else and shit. Yeah, nigga, yeah, they are doing it. Nigga, you the one weakening the people, though. You weakening the brotherhood, nigga. And you weakening the people by this infighting, nigga. You are the one that's weak to the point where anybody can come. You see what I'm saying? And set up in our goddamn community. And so that I mean, America got package. You know, they got package programs to come into the black community. They offering these packages to everybody in the world. Come on over here and then set up in the black community. Come on over. So they come straight to the black. This is a setup. You see what I'm saying? And so this is the last straw. You understand what I'm saying? To let just millions and millions of these people to come across the goddamn border. You understand what I'm saying? If they don't get no job, they're gonna commit crime. That's what they're gonna do. Now, like I said, I don't have to take up for nobody. I don't have to take up for nobody. Straight up. I don't and will not. Because a lot of people want to say, well, everybody fuck them. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't taking up for no goddamn body. You see what I'm saying? We have to deal with the now. We have to deal with the now. You see what I'm saying? And the right now is that our ancestors built the America that you see today. Okay? And our ancestors have not received nothing, and they were never promised to receive nothing. And so you mean to tell me y'all are willing to allow these people to come over here, all of the blood that then been shed by our people to establish this land? And that's what they did. And that's what they did. You see, and then you're gonna let somebody else come over here, and you ain't even, and I don't know what Whoopi Goldberg talking about. They done beat her silly till she talking about black fuck reparations. You see, on here a little here, nigga. Really, reality is, you understand what I'm saying? You damn near get, in which they're not gonna do. You owe us half. You understand what I'm saying? And motherfuckers talking about, what a number is. If they not giving up half, it's less than what we deserve. Straight up. You understand what I'm saying? If it's less than half, it's less, you know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about that could pay us for the bloodshed of our ancestors. No. You understand what I'm saying? But it could get us on the right path to establish our own. You see what I'm saying? And so that we work. We did damn near 100% of the motherfucking work. You see what I'm saying? And so whatever they parlayed into damn whatever corporations that they got today, it don't make no damn difference. They built it off of the energy and the ingenuity and the early economy, which was the slave trade. You see, in which they benefited 100% from. You see, and so to think that we they've allowed enough of the Mexicans and they're not just Mexicans. You see, they coming from all other countries down. They using Mexico as a platform. You understand, as the doorway into America. So they ain't all just made. They coming from El Salvador, all down there, Honduras and shit, and this, that, and the third, coming across the goddamn border. And you niggas so about some black and brown, they don't give a fuck about you. They got orders, and I look at them, them Mexican mafia motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? That, send threats and shit, and that you got to get a goddamn, in order to be initiated, you got to do sick shit like that. Man, we got to band together on them. You see what I'm saying? It's in reality wise, you know what I'm saying? If niggas would get their mind together and unify, it wouldn't be another motherfucker out there that could touch you. We would wipe their ass out. We would wipe their ass out. You see what I'm saying? Period. You understand what I'm saying? They wouldn't even want to come on the soil. You see what I'm saying? If we was in our right mind, they you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even want to come here. You understand what I'm saying? To go over there with them niggas? Oh no, them niggas unified. They ain't playing neither. You see what I'm saying? That Hernandez went over there the other day. We ain't heard from his ass yet. Hernandez went over there the other day. We ain't heard from Hernandez. You see what I'm saying? You know what? I don't, you know what? You know, you say who do we need Trump? I'm not saying who we need. You see, I'm not saying who we need. I'm not, I'm not for, and I don't officially endorse nobody. But some, some issues, whites and blacks is in the same predicament. They still owe us. You understand what I'm saying? But they little, the little man and woman in their population in the same predicament because they coming over there and though they took it, they in threat, and so they threat is a total different threat. You see what I'm saying? But yet and still, you know what I'm saying? They in the same predicament where they coming over here taking the job from they love. But like I said, that's not our issue. That's their issue. But they in a particularly, similar situation. You understand? Not for the same reasons, but the same situation. You know what I'm saying? So they see that as a threat to their little man. Well, at least they do. Now the heads of state, they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a goddamn fuck. You see what I'm saying? So I don't endorse none of, when I hear something that I agree with, I might agree with the issue without having to agree with the individual, because Trump is just as racist as in I don't believe there's no white man or woman that's not racist. You understand what I'm saying? They have that mentality where they see themselves as superior. You understand? And when you look at that goddamn Congress and you see the percentile of whites, damn near all of, even going to Mississippi. You understand what I'm saying? Where, it's 38, at least 38% black, that it should be a much more higher percentage in representation. You understand? As far as in the legislature and in government. You understand what I'm saying? To show that 38% is being, represented in truth and reality, but all across the board, even in Detroit, where you got a motherfucking 85% black city with a white mayor, but they voted the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal in. And so that just show you how mentally deplorable a lot of our people's is. You see what I'm saying? And so that's more that where we need to, as black men, we have to say what it is as far as masculinity. Quit getting on this motherfucker arguing about all this dumb shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because we have a specific job in which we need to do. A lot of these issues very well may not even be, in your particular, dealing with the generation of the day. You understand what I'm saying? We may very well not be able to iron out a lot of the, the difficulties that's going on with, with our people. We may not be, but that does not mean we don't set the next generation up. And that's our way of ironing it, out, getting a lot of these, where, stagnated ideologies and practices and characteristics and attributes that we involve ourselves in, and prepare our babies to be much more serious about getting theirs, and not just getting theirs, but as a community. Because you hear niggas talking about getting theirs, but you got to understand, you got to have community. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas got money, but when they start jumping on their ass, you got to have your community backing you. You understand? And let them know we ain't gonna let you take one of ours down, especially if they looking out for the people. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it got to be about. Y'all niggas can't get that money and go and live and get Becky and do all this shit and get Steve and shit and go, and then when they jump on your ass, you out there looking silly. You see what I'm saying? Because you went out in deep, nigga, but you can't swim. And when they leave your ass, when the boat, you know what I'm saying? When the boat leave you and you see it going off into the sunset and you out there by yourself, then you put yourself in that predicament. You see what I'm saying? We got to get out of the illusions that this ain't about race. It is about race. And it always will be about race. Don't let no motherfucker tell you They don't want to see theirs on top. That's a lie. That's a strategy of deception. The art of war is based on deception. So all peoples want to see theirs on top. Don't give a fuck what you talking about. You see what I'm saying? This is a race, and either you gonna run it or you not. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas, you know, when they shoot the goddamn gun, you know, we talking about the race of life. When, you know, and you know, everybody else is in, you know, they up on the line ready to shoot. You understand what I'm saying? They ready to run out the damn, you know, soon as across the line, soon as the gun go off. You know what I'm saying? When the gun go off in the race of life, everybody else running around the track, niggas over here, you understand what I'm saying? Popping bottles and shit. They say, oh shit. You know, by the time they realize that they didn't shot the gun, the motherfuckers coming around to the finish line. Race over. Motherfucking race is over. You see what I'm saying? And so, do I believe that the wall should go up? Hell yeah, I do. You know, I do. It should go up. You know, and like I say, if people they want to apply for citizenship, that's all right. I can't stop you from doing that because I guess based on the legal process, that's legal by the law. But you got thousands and thousands of motherfuckers just coming over the border. Nobody even, you know, just come right on over. Come in somebody's city and shit. No, that's whack. That ain't even sovereignty. How the fuck you gonna how you gonna be a sovereign nation? And you got thousands of motherfuckers, you don't even know who they is, streaming across your goddamn border. You see what I'm saying? You know, and you don't even know. And many of them is just like these motherfuckers, cartel motherfuckers, kidnapping and shit. We is in serious trouble. We is in serious trouble. You see? We is in serious trouble. Mentally. You see? Mentally. We are in serious trouble. But at the end of the day, what I want to make sure that I specify, you understand, in this day and age, the reason why we are in the condition we are in, because us brothers have not gotten our minds together. You understand what I'm saying? Again, establishing a definitive black manhood, a definitive. That means uncompromising. You see, this is what it is. This is what it ain't. See, we got to say that. This is what it is. This is what it ain't. And once we establish a definitive black manhood, empowered by a definitive black masculinity, you must be masculine. You got to be masculine. You got to do masculine things. You got to take your house shoes off, nigga. Once you establish a definitive black manhood empowered by a definitive black masculinity, then you must establish a definitive black nationalism and say this is where we're headed. We don't have no destination. We don't have, and not having no destination, we don't, if you don't got no destination, you don't need a blueprint to go nowhere. You don't need a blueprint to go nowhere. And so you got motherfuckers out here aimlessly just walking around. You understand? With no agenda. You don't have no agenda. See, this is what has happened to us when they disconnected us from our leaders and they disconnected us from our history. Yeah, they disconnected us from our nationalism. They disconnected us from our agenda as a people. You see what I'm saying? And so we walk aimlessly. And when it's just like, you know, when you aimless like that, motherfuckers sneak up behind your ass. When you out there, you know, just looking up, whistling. Yeah, motherfucker sneak right on up behind your ass. You see what I'm saying? And it's over with. You see? And so that's what we have to do. Not be sidetracked. You see what I'm saying? By little, you know, senseless arguments. You see, a lot of this shit not gonna be ironed out in this lifetime. It's for us. But that does not mean it won't be ironed out by the next generation. You see what I'm saying? That's key. And that don't mean that, you know, we're not, but we have to use our lives today to, you know, get, you know, wash a lot of this inconsistency in our people away. This got to be a cleansing. This must be a purification so that they can live it out. And you know, and some of us will live it out today, but you don't think you're going to get away from, you know, dealing with the issues of redemption. We got to redeem our people, and that's going to require some sacrifice. You see, that's going to require some sacrifice. Don't think you just going to, and it's not going to be that easy. But I tell you what, the issues that's going on with our people, you know, all this going back and forth, our babies don't have to go through that. You see, you can define, you know, you can establish a definitive black manhood, a definitive black masculinity, and immediately establish a rites of passage and get all these young brothers in that rites of passage. You see what I'm saying? Where they are, you know, they are taught, you see, and trained and educated from a young African boy into an African man, and that they go through it right, and then they understand what it is. You see what I'm saying? And so you can't get them when they, you know, they already in some you can, but it's a harder thing because life didn't mold it they at. You see what I'm saying? Life didn't mold them. A lot of them at that time, they think they, you know, they know it all. You understand what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third. And the society didn't have way more time to pillage their mind and they, you know, and they thinking process. You see, they didn't pillage their mind. So you want to get on this early. And even if they don't do it in the school, you do it at home. You do it in the community. That's really our base. Whatever they think they could, you know, they could take from us, then nigga, we take it from them. We don't need it. If you got your community and if you in control of your house, and you must, you know, when we start talking about black nationalism, you have to understand that the household is the nucleus. We don't want to look, you know, so far, you know, yeah, we understand this, but the nucleus of nationalism is the African household. That's where it starts. You run your house like a miniature nation. You see what I'm saying? And every black man and woman and family, they run their house like a miniature nation. You see what I'm saying? All the responsibilities is divvied up. You see what I'm saying? And they efficiently operate as a nation in the house for the betterment of everybody in the house. And then you take that and you magnify it to communities. Now we have our house thing together. We need to get our community together. So that's going to require all the houses to come together. But it got to be established in the house first. You can't go outside the house because this is where we live. This is where we commune. This is our home. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of people want to go here. They want to go where I go where yeah. I go to the African wherever they at. Yeah, and that's my goddamn platform. They could be on the corner. They could be on the house. They could be wherever they at. That's where I'm going. I'm going straight to the African mind, the individual mind. And that they go home and establish that blueprint. And then they reach across them porches and to their neighbors. And, you know, and every neighbor reach down. You reach to your neighbor, two neighbors, and that neighbor reach to their two neighbors, and that neighbor reach to their two neighbor, and that neighbor reach into goddamn it, we done reached all across the goddamn city. And understand that these two neighbors on the side of you see what I'm saying, are essential. You understand, to make sure that you watch my house, I watch your house. Yes, that's right. That's how we do that. Yeah, I make sure, you know, and we do it all up and down until it's all across the city. And see, once you start establishing cities like that, then the cities won't, you know, you're going to see mayors and you understand, you're going to see families starting to say, you know what, let's get this county together. Let's get this state together. And once we start, then you build up to the nationalistic, but that is nationalism. When you run your house like a nation, that's it. So when we talk about nationalism, a lot of people get to thinking, you know, oh man, no, nigga. We talking about taking it straight to the African home, where the African man, woman, and child lay their head every day. And that should be the initial base. You understand what I'm saying? Where we jump off any black nation. If it don't start there, it ain't real. It ain't real. If it don't start in the African home, that shit is not real. Period. Period. You understand what I'm saying? Because we can go out in these other areas of society and start there and nobody even look at home. You understand what I'm saying? You see motherfuckers getting degrees and shit, but this goddamn community still in shambles. Motherfucker got more degrees than they got any goddamn thing. But the community is more in shambles today than any other time in the history of our people. Why? Because you can't start on no goddamn campus or nothing like that and think, because it never worked back that way. You understand what I'm saying? It never have, it never will. You got to start there. And then when you send your babies to the campus, they already there. You see what I'm saying? They already there. You see, they know what they there for and what they there to get. You see what I'm saying? And they're going to go in there and get it. And that's how you transform that. You see what I'm saying? And it won't be long before we have our own. You see what I'm saying? But that's the basis, family. I want to thank you for being here today. The wall must go up. And as you see the wall, it must go up around the Black community too. You see what I'm saying? Just like you see that one, it got to go up around our communities. You understand? And even if it's not a physical one, it's a mental one. It's a spiritual one that we're not letting people come in just like they, and we're not about none of that crazy shit. You see what I'm saying? But you cannot come over here and think you're going to take the businesses out of our community, jobs, and and we got to get smart enough to know that that's our responsibility to open up businesses in our own community. We got to know that that's nobody else is. Don't be so low in your expectations of self that you allow anybody to do anything they want to you and your community. Wake your ass up today. Get back on, go listen. You continue to listen to some Garvey, some Malcolm, some Khaled. Don't ever stop. Keep listening. That's your scriptures, nigga. That's that you need to listen to. You understand what I'm saying? Your Francis Cress Welsing, your Dr. John Henry Clark, your Amos Wilson. You see, you need to continue to listen to all of that on a daily basis to keep your spirit on the right track. You feel what I'm saying? This is the General Sarah Sunseti saying, thank you for being here today. Make sure you check me out for real. Let me see. Let me throw this down in this Sunday. Well, I'm coming back for one more. I want to talk about this president over there in Tunisia, Arab. You understand what I'm saying? Talking about, blocking Africans from even coming into the country. I want to address that too. It needs to be addressed because it's something going on this planet that we're just not recognizing. And if we don't wake up, real soon, I mean, you think we hurt now, it's gonna be even greater. The pain and anguish of our people. This is the General Sarah Sunseti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.